Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Marina Christensen. Today I will share with you my top 5 tips on how to make better pictures for your Instagram. These tips can be applied to food photography and also to person photography, if you can say that, like when you're taking pictures of yourself. These 5 general tips are very easy and you don't need any equipment or need to buy anything special extra. It's just to improve what you already have, to make it even better, to make it even more popping, and that people not only scroll over it but stop, stare and give it a like. But before we jump into this video, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. And now let's start with tip number 1. Being inspired doesn't mean that you copy a picture. It means that you maybe see like a color variation you really like, you want to give it a try too, or a pose you really like, but put your own style inside. So when you see someone making a cool pose and you want to do this pose too, you don't have to wear the exact same outfit or whatever. Always try to put something of yourself inside. So when it comes to food photography and you see a nice cream bowl, a green ice cream bowl with cherries on top, and you want to make such a combination too. Don't just copy the green ice cream with the cherries on top, but cut the cherries open or put some coconut onto it. Have a nice background. Find your own style within being inspired by others. Being prepared is super important. It's key to me. I don't start with the picture just like, now I'm going to make a picture and I have my food ready and I don't have my setup ready. So the first thing you want to do, after you're inspired and have something in your mind, you want to prepare the setup. When it comes to food photography, that means you have a nice backdrop and you already know where you want to put what. What I like to do is, for example, when I want to shoot a smoothie jar, I take a jar and put it where I want it to be, and then I will decorate the outside, the surrounding. The next step is the lighting. When you have something you can look through, like a jar with nothing inside, the lighting will look really good. But when you have something in a jar, you see that the one side has a big shadow. So what I like to do is I put a scarf or something in the jar so that I know if there's going to be a shadow or not. So prepare the setup before you prepare the food, before you finish the food, because when you don't have a ready setup and you have an ice cream, the ice cream will melt away. Or when it's really hot, the chocolate can start to melt and maybe you don't want the chocolate to melt. When you're taking pictures of yourself, the setup is important too, so you have to know which location you want to go to, and you don't want to already have everything done, your hair, your makeup, your clothes, and then you're walking around and like, okay, where can I take the picture? And in the end, your hair doesn't look good anymore, your makeup run down, maybe you have mud on your outfit, I don't know. So first setup, then pictures, the subject which you will shoot. Object, you know. the thing that's important. When you don't know which angle looks the best, you have a problem, because you will shoot and then you will take a look at the pictures, and in the end you won't use any of it because the angle is awkward. So best make pre-shots. When it comes to food photography, I personally like to make pre-shots without the finished food, so just with my setup and like taking a picture from a little higher, a little lower, very low, to see what kind of angle looks the best. And when you take pictures of yourself, you know, the same thing applies. Different angles, different size, see what kind of side will suit you best. I personally like to be shot like a little from the right, like about so, because I think I personally like that better. I don't know, in my opinion, when I turn to the left, that you see more of my left face, my face looks kind of very long, and I don't like that. And I think on this side it looks more roundish, dolly like, so yeah. Know your angles. Sometimes you only have one try when you make an action shot. For example, when you pour a smoothie into a jar, you only have one try. It's important to have the angle perfect, just perfect the way you want it, because when you're done and you see, oh, the angle was, why did I always say ankle? Like the only different angle was awkward, the whole picture will look awkward. But when you have multiple tries, more is more, and it's better. Don't only take one picture from yourself from the front and one from the bottom, one from the right and one from the left. Then you have 4 pictures and you have to choose. Take your time and make multiple pictures. Even though you may think, oh, why should I do that? What kind of difference makes it? But it makes a huge difference. Little changes can make the hugest difference. Also in food photography, maybe you turn the bowl, you know, you take like 2 pictures from the bowl how it is right now, and then you turn it slightly, just a little bit, and again take 2 pictures. I like to take 2 to 3 pictures from the same perspective, just turning the camera a little bit so that I can choose between these 3 pictures in which picture the bowl looks the roundest. When I take pictures like from front, 3 pictures from the front, I also take like 2 to 3 shots from the same perspective and then change it a little bit, so I have a variation and I can choose, and maybe I see that this little tiny change I made makes the whole picture like perfect. And that's the last tip. Oh no! Not now! Okay, wait, I have to close the door a little more. Then we make that quick now, okay? So I'm sorry, but we'll make that quick now. Try something new, try something challenging. You can grow in your photography skills. You can grow as a model, and maybe you see that when you pose more extravagant, you say that in English too, extravagant. Probably not. Extraordinary, can you say that? That it looks very artistical, so don't just pose like everyone else, like so, or go like so, you know. Just try something new. Pull your hands up in the air, or make something crazy. Try new makeup. When you take food pictures, try new combinations, try new backdrop. Try to, I don't know, put a book beside it. Maybe it makes the whole picture like even more special. Always be yourself and always show what you personally like, but also try to change a little bit. You often will fail in the beginning more often than later, but then you know what works for you and what doesn't. And I think this is one of the most important tips, because you can grow as a person, as an artist, if you're an artist, as a food photographer, or any kind of other photographer, whatever kind of photography you do. You can improve yourself and you can be even more happy with the results. And it's so important that you personally are happy with the result and not anyone else. I mean, we all are on Instagram to get likes and be like famous, but if you don't like what you're doing, there is no sense behind it. In my opinion, you always have to like what you do. These were my 5 general tips on how to improve your photography skills for Instagram, and of course for any other platform, or just for yourself. I hope you find it helpful, and I hope we will see you next week again with a new video. Until then, have a great time and goodbye. You know, like just pressing the button and it makes ding 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 ding.